ready to start running with the rest of the pack. Known as lead dogs, the pair up front set the pace and ensure that all the team are pulling in the right direction. By following the musher's commands.
The Huskies consider you to be the master, but what is more important is you are friends. They are very, very intelligent animals.
In the second row are the point dogs. These are the lead dogs of the future and encourage the front pair forward. At the rear are the strong wheel dogs. These powerhouses pull the sled around tight corners and up steep slopes. With Arctic temperatures rising, in less than 30 years, sea ice has decreased from 15 feet to 9 feet. A decline of 40%. Today, most Inuit use snowmobiles for transport, which on thin ice is so risky that some are returning to their dogs with good reason. Huskies sense when the ice is thinning, changing course to avoid disappearing into freezing water below. Their super senses have saved many Inuit over the years.
The husky is supremely aware of its surrounding, be it terrain, be it direction, be it a dangerous spot where there's thin ice or cliff in front. Then you can rely on the husky to be able to warn you of these things.
After 4 hours of constant running, the team arrive at the halfway point. The dogs have worked hard, and Yucca hopes to feed them before their 30-mile journey home. Normally, the Inuit would use their dogs to locate and hunt seals, but this young pack is too inexperienced.
It's one thing to train them to pull a sled. It's another to train them to be able to sniff out a seal breeding hole.
So, today, Yucca's going fishing. Cutting into the ice to set nets in the water below. While they wait, the dogs rest. The sun's shining, but even so, the temperature can reach 20 degrees below zero. It doesn't bother these dogs. They can withstand almost 80 below. With a high fat content, their paws can tolerate low temperatures without getting frostbite. A clever heat exchange system that warms cold blood as it returns to the body from their extremities allows the dogs to maintain core temperature. And their almond-shaped eyes enable them to see while squinting during blizzards. Finally, the nets are retrieved. The catch today is good. Unlike many domestic dogs, Huskies will eat just enough to satisfy their hunger, then stop, particularly when they're inactive. But active packs will fill their bellies, then keep on going and going. The sled dog's extraordinary endurance has taken us to the poles and opened up extreme regions of the planet. And scientists believe we have much more to gain if we can understand how they can run for so long. In Alaska, a scientific study is following an elite racing pack bred from Huskies and Malamute sled dogs for their exceptional endurance. The team hope their findings will lead to medical advances for humans.
I've done this for 35 years, and the dogs blow me away on a daily basis, especially when we start challenging their potential.
On a treadmill in a freezing lab, Martin monitors his pack of champion sled dogs, gathering data on their performance. After prolonged exercise, even the most elite human athletes deplete energy stored in their cells and grind to a halt. It can take days to restore these reserves, known as muscle glycogen. But given the same amount of calories, these sled dogs can go 4 times longer, and unlike us, replenish depleted glycogen as quickly as they take on calories.
In training runs, we go 40 or 50 or 60, 70 miles. The dogs come home wagging their tails, have a dinner, a few hours of sleep, and do it again. That's a pretty incredible accomplishment.
This study is opening up a new world of possibilities. These dogs have a high-calorie diet, which would lead to obesity in most other animals. But for them, it doesn't. The scientists believe that isolating the gene which tells these dogs' metabolism to burn fat rather than store it could help the fight against an obesity epidemic.
We have learned a lot, but we haven't learned what they're truly capable of doing.
Dogs are part of our past, our present, and our future.